Hello Libras, and welcome back to DQ Tarot and to your January 2020 reading. I know it's a little bit late, Libras, but we're going to focus on January for the rest, just moving forward. We're going to talk a little bit about what's already happened, just because there's been some big astrological things that have happened, and I'm sure we've already had some pretty intense things going on since the start of 2020, right? I'm sure. Do make sure to check out your 2020 reads. I'm working on them as well, so if they're not up yet, they'll be up really, really soon. Don't worry. All right, Libras. So as you guys know, this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If it doesn't resonate, guys, the messages aren't for you, and I do recommend checking out your other placements like your Rising, your Moon, and even your Venus. They might have messages that connect with you more or that you need to hear. And as usual, guys, if you want to book a private reading, all that information is right below this video in the description box. And I am available for booking right now. So let's see what's happened for the rest of this month for you. We're going to look at the astrology a little bit, and then we're going to use my Tarot Muka deck, which is my brand new deck for my lovely friend Riley. So thank you, Riley. It's a wonderful deck, and we're going to use it for your 2020 or your January 2020 read here, Libra, okay? So we have a lot going on in Capricorn. We have the Sun, Saturn, Jupiter, Mercury, and Pluto, all in Capricorn in your 4th house. Again, houses are depending on what your rising is and all that stuff. So go on Cafe Astrology, and I would recommend figuring out where your houses lie. But I am just basing it on your sun sign right now. Nobody get upset in the comments, because I can't give you, I can't tell you what it is for every single one of you, because your houses are going to be different. But traditionally, this is the 4th house for Libra, so it's a lot about home, family, and the transformations there. And especially with Pluto having been in Capricorn since 2008, we've seen a lot of structure in that area change, loss in terms of our family, our home environment, people that, that we're living with, the cast of people that we keep around us has probably changed quite a bit. The way it's looked, where we've lived, the energy, the relationships that we have transformed in those ways. Maybe we've, let go of some people that we thought were part of our soul family and they're not anymore. Or maybe we've, incorporated new relationships, new people into our lives and family. So a lot of stuff there. 4th of December, we have Mars moving into Sagittarius, which is a little bit more expansive, more communicative, more forward moving, which is good. We got energy just driving us forward here, which is great. 10th of December, we got 2 really big things happening, and I know it just happened because I believe I'll be putting this out on the 12th, which is another big day that we're gonna talk about. Don't you worry. But yeah, it's been quite a cluster of intense astrological happenings, so let's talk about them all. On the 10th of December, we got 2 big things. The lunar eclipse in the full moon in Cancer, which happened. Again, that eclipses, that energy lasts for the next 6 months. It's been going on since, I don't know, sometime in, I want to say 2019, 2018. So we've been in this Capricorn and Cancer eclipse cycle for quite a while now. And it's going to last until about halfway through this year. So with this eclipse in Cancer and the full moon, it's kind of having us release anything that really has not been nurturing us, and we're going to be focusing more on wanting to nurture ourselves here for the next year ahead. Not year ahead, I'm sorry. The next 6 months ahead is going to be more focused on nurturing things that nurture us back, really, in these areas. Again, I'm not going to get into the houses because you might want to go check that out for yourself. But regardless, I felt this as an intensely release full moon here, with really big things changed and really huge transformations have come, big releases. Things have just kind of fallen apart so that things can push forward, and it's been a lot. And I think we also have the same, this other thing that's happening here, where Uranus is going direct into Taurus here, where it has been retrograde for quite a while. It's moving direct on the same day, December 10th. So huge, massive changes. Uranus and Taurus is like a bull in a china shop. It really makes transformation. I believe it's in your 8th house. So it's very intense in terms of all of that death, rebirth, all that 8th house stuff. So it's going to be really quite transformative in how you see situations, how you see people, how you see the life around you, and how you want to transform from the inside out. What you need to leave behind, especially in terms of death, and how do you want to rebirth here into this new life. So big stuff. let's not get too hung up on it. 12th of December, Saturn, we have a huge Saturn-Pluto conjunction, which I'm sure if you've listened to my 2020 reads, you've heard me talk about. I've mentioned it a bunch of times because it is big. And it's going to be happening for the next like 2.5 years. It happens every 33 to 38 years. But with both planets in Capricorn, it has not happened since 1518. So that's really big stuff here. It's, you know, the global Saturn return. It's this karmic nature that is being applied to the entire world. And it's, you know, a 4-decade-long planetary cycle. And especially because, you know, it hasn't been in Capricorn, or both planets haven't been in Capricorn like this before since 1518. It's going to be big. It's like karma is coming home to roost. So people, situations, especially huge institutions, governments, leaders, people that have needed karma to come to them, is going to be coming to them. So just, you know, if we've already seen the beginnings of that, but I think it's going to be quite transformative in the next year or 2.5 years. So get ready, because that combination with Uranus and Taurus ain't leaving the government and the world structure the way it has been. It's not going to be the same, and I'm just going to tell you that right now. So anyways, we have that coming up here, and again, that's, you know, Saturn, the lord of karma, Kronos, the Greek god of time, meaning, who is, you know, the structure, the skeleton in which all things are built around. And then we get Pluto, which is Hades, the enactor of karma, very implosive and transformative from within. And so they kind of come together, where Saturn is the celestial clock here, and Pluto is this force that comes to power, you know, when the clock strikes midnight. It's going to make the transformation because it's time. Okay, December 13th, 14th, we have Venus going into Pisces. We have the December 16th, 17th, Mercury moving into Aquarius. And the 20th, 21st, we have the Sun moving into Aquarius, bringing a much more fun and enjoyable time for you guys. And then the 24th, we have this new moon in Aquarius, which is a great place to finally start to begin new cycles, to plant new seeds. So definitely make sure to manifest and do a special ritual then, because after all these eclipses, I feel like it's like boom, 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 right? You know, knocking everything down, and then now we're going to have this kind of empty place to begin from, if we're willing again to release everything that we're being asked to release right now. So channel your inner Elsa and let it go. I don't think I can say any more of those lyrics without getting in trouble, so I will not. All right, let's get into your reading here, Libra. I did not mean to take so long in the astrology. It's just, you know, we really started this month off big. Started this year off big. All right, Libra, what is your energy for the rest of January 2020? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going to be happening? January 2020. I'm not surprised if that's your energy. All right. Where have we been so far this month? What has already happened? Okay. Guys, what just happened? Okay, if this didn't happen yet, I was not expecting any of that. I was expecting a much different type of read for you guys. Okay, let's move forward. How are things changing, happening, moving forward here? What's going on, guys? I mean, I believe, I don't know if I've done, I think I might have done your reading actually for 2020. So if I have, check that out. What is going on, guys? Oh my god. I don't really know how to take this reading. Oh my god. It's been pretty upbeat with my readings up until now. And this was unexpected. I really thought this was going to be a very treat yourself type of month. But I guess it's not. We're going to take a look at this stuff. Wow. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to just get into a headspace about it. I also have an extremely itchy bug bite that only just started bothering me when I started your reading. So what does that say? Something is itching at you, isn't it? Because I don't know how this would get here. I'm sitting inside right now and it's not even warm out. All right, Four of Pentacles is your energy for the rest of the month here. Stability, focused on what you have, holding on to what you have. You don't want to change right now. And that's really awkward. Libra, because all of your other cards indicate change, and maybe that's why we're in this energy of I don't want to move, I don't even want to open my eyes about it, I'm not doing this, I'm going to hold on to what I got. Because the Four of Pentacles, you know, it's kind of clinging to the material for your identity. And I want you guys to know that even though you're a Venus ruled sign, and even though there's a lot of 4th and 5th house energy right now, your material, how you appear, especially to the rest of the world, money-wise, appearance-wise, you know, do I have the nice things? Do I have the looks? Do I have the style? Do I have, you know, the brand? Am I like, is this on my brand? I don't know, you know what I mean by the brand stuff there. You guys are Libras, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. I'm not elite. I don't have any air placements. I do have a lot of opposite Venus sign, Taurus, Venus, you know, I have Taurus placements, so I get the Venusian quality, but you guys are very different about it. And I do think, again, here, we can't let the material define us in terms of our identity. Don't cling to the material gain in terms of identity. And I think a lot of us are realizing here, with some of the deeper realizations and things that are happening astrologically and things that are coming to light, revelations, these eclipses, I think that we might be realizing this month here that we have been clinging to material as an identity, and it has not been healthy. And I say that because where we have been, and I'm quite surprised, I know a lot of Libras in my life, and I don't know if any of them have experienced this yet, and I'm just kind of worried now. 9 of Swords and 3 of Swords. We've had a nightmarish situation. We've had to let something go, had to deal with a heartbreak, an end, something falling apart, something that we feel ashamed, maybe even guilty about, something that, you know, maybe we've even put those swords in our heart here. I don't know. I might need to look at this, though. We're going to have to get some clarifiers, because I know you guys are like, all right, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? I know. Okay, we're going to work on it. We're going to look at it. With what deck, though? I feel like we need a different deck for this, and I think it's the Aquarian. Ugh, thank God I have it out. It's way over here. This deck likes you guys a lot for some reason, so let's take a look here with the Aquarian Tarot. Check this out. 9 of Swords, 3 of Swords. What has happened or is currently going on with my Libras there? The 9 of Swords and 3 of Swords. This January 2019. Of course it's you. Of course you'd show up. At least I don't hate you with some of the other cards. I don't hate any of the cards, but... Oh, call out post. Whatever is coming up right now, guys, you're not going to be able to unsee. And I don't know, what is it that you guys are seeing that's so painful? Let's bring up this 9 of Swords, 3 of Swords. What are you seeing? The changes that... Oh. Wow, okay. I get it now. I get your whole reading now. I get it. Oh, Spirit, now it's coming through really strong here. Okay. You guys need to make some changes. There's something that you have to leave behind, and you don't want to leave it behind. By no means necessary. This is where you're at. But it's time to let something go to change here. It could have to do with career or love, or it might even be both. But there is a sense of material identity that's tied into this that you are now kind of releasing and you're letting go of, and you're like, is this really who I want to be? Do I want all these material things and these successes and the money and how I appear to the rest of the world? Do I really want that to define me, or is it something else? Is it something deeper? And I think there has just been some really, really intense changes here. And I just feel like whatever you've been keeping bottled up is finally coming out. And it's nightmarish energy. Something or somewhere where somebody hurt you. Something that really, really hurt. A loss. A nightmare situation. Something, again, that you feel guilty, ashamed, heartbroken about in a way that is just, you know, it's just horrible. You know, it's... 9 of Swords is one of my worst feelings. It feels so bad because you're up at night, you're holding your head in your hands, and you're wondering, what do I do? There's anxiety, there's stress that's running around in your head, and the pain, you're feeling it in your heart. Somebody has put 3 swords here, and it has not been pleasant, has it? Damn, I feel like your reading is going to be longer than I wanted it to be, but here we go, right? Ugh. But there's a lot of blind faith that we're coming to realization here. It's something that, again, you have been having who you are tied up, your identity kind of tied up in this faith to the material. This faith to something that looks really good to everybody else, the person that really looks really good to everybody else, you know. But what does it feed you internally? Because I don't think it does. Something about this feels so empty, like a big facade, and you've gotten really comfortable with living this way, defining yourself this way, being this way, and the universe is asking you, not so politely, to change, to transform. Oh, Libra, why is your reading got to be like this? These are supposed to be short, quick, fun reads for the rest of the month here, and you guys got to come at me like this, really? I know I love you guys, but it's not like you're coming at... I'm upset that this is going on. Like, I'm not trying to pull these cards, and here they goddamn are. The Emperor. That's the root of all this. 9 of Swords, 3 of Swords. It has to do with where, again, your power lies and where you put your authority. And if you especially are putting it in a male, somebody that's very focused on power, authoritarian type of energy, it's very... I don't want to put him in a negative spot, but he's what defines the 9 of Swords and the 3 of Swords. So I know that this has been painful manipulation of some type. Somebody that has taken your power or has left you at a loss. Like, I can't believe that I turned into this person because of you, or I can't believe you took from me. I can't believe this has happened. There is Judgment, 8 of Swords, 6 of Swords reverse. Oh my God, I should have left this. Or, oh my God, I should have gone a lot sooner. You're going to see that 6 of Swords reverse, and you're going to be like, but now I don't know if I can. Now that I see this, what do I do? 6 of Swords reverse can indicate an unwillingness to leave, but also an inability to really be able to, an inability to leave, but an inability to admit that this is time to go. Clinging onto something that is already kind of floating away, and it's like, okay, well, you have to learn the lessons here and move on. And you're like, no, I'm not doing it. It's a lot of unresolved anxieties about this, and it's coming back. And I gotta say, with all this astrological stuff that's been happening, I feel like we got some stuff from past eclipses, some things that are, again, unresolved that are coming up here to be dealt with. And they're coming and they're getting thrown at us in a very painful way. And believe me, you're not the only sign that's been dealing with pain. I did Taurus's reading and Aries reading. They're both positive, and I was like, okay, well, that was not my experience with this past eclipse and everything and how things have been. It's been crazy. And it's been actually probably very negative at first, but I know it is making way for positive. So know that. So if you see people that take power from you this month, that just take from you, somebody that controls you, a need to, again, have the wealth that defines you, to be impressing everybody with your material gain as your identity, impressing the world for some reason. Who do you need to impress, Libra? Only person you need to impress is yourself. Only person you have loyalty to should be you at the end of the day, because yeah, we can have partnerships, marriages, etc., but if they don't work out and you're not loyal to yourself in those situations, where somebody's taken from you, especially in a love, home, or work situation, then you're not going to be able to leave it because you won't have the strength to do so. So this asks you to see something for what it is. The past, the present, and the future are now here knocking at your door and saying, what are you going to do about it? Think of yourself kind of in the position of Scrooge. This is something that has to be changed. And I would say, lighter messages about it if the rest of your month wasn't so intense as well, because we haven't even gotten there. We're still on all this here. But we get 2 nights right after this. I don't really like the feeling that I get with them together, honestly, and what comes after that doesn't feel good either. So first we get the Knight of Swords, and then we get the Knight of Wands. Knight of Swords is kind of an intense, rushing in type of energy. I don't always see him very positively, if I'm being honest, just because he's got a harsh message and he doesn't really care about how he says it, but he's going to say it. Maybe it'll be okay for you because you're an air sign and you can handle it, but there are things that we're learning, things that we're seeing that are creating explosions in our life here, and we're going to have to run on forward. You're going to have to follow what feels right to you, communicate what you need to communicate. And again, to me, this indicates some... If you guys have seen Mean Girls, moments of word vomit this month for you, where the truth comes out whether you like it or not. How you really feel about a person, a situation, their actions, how you really feel about a job, and the respect that you're either being given or not being given, probably not being given, is going to be right up front and center, and you're going to be saying what you need to say about it. And this is where it gets messy again. 10 of Swords and the Strength card reversed. When you get the 10 of Swords, I mean, look at this. He's beating a dead corpse, literally, with swords here. When the 10 of Swords has come up, there's misfortune, there's ruin, there is pain. I mean, it does feel quite sudden. And with that 9 of Swords, 3 of Swords, once you reckon with how somebody makes you feel, what they've taken from you, what you can no longer not see, this is going to be you beating a dead horse. You're going to be, or beating a dead corpse here. You're saying what needs to be said, and you're ending a situation that needed to be ending. You're having your final say, but it's also like, I feel a lot of you really just wanted to be here this month. And that's why I'm actually going to pull another card here for your energy at the end of the month. Because that might be what you want to do, but there's another half to this. I can't ignore it. I'm sorry. Like, I wish I could pull better cards for you, but, like, when they do that, like, I'm not going to put it back in and pretend I didn't see it. 5 of Wands. Y'all know what that is. You know, it's competition. It's struggle for dominance, for power, in terms of communication. It's fights. It's problems arising. It's issues. God, Libra, why couldn't you just let me have an easy read this month, huh? You and Pisces got to drag me through the ringer. I love you guys, but like, just trying to keep these readings short. Yeah, okay. 10 of Swords, Strength card reverse. Somebody, this is fighting. I mean, remember that there's so much home focus here. This is all about the people you're around, the people that you live with, your partner, your family, people that are closest to you. You're going to feel betrayed in some aspect. Is that what this is? Is there betrayal or something? You guys are getting a lot more cards than I really wanted to give you, but whatever Libras I'm connecting with are having a time and they need this, okay? So let's see. I don't know if there's anything else. We already have a lot, so let's just talk about what we got here. 10 of Swords, Strength card reversed. I don't enjoy seeing strength in reverse because when I do, I just feel that there's been a lot of weakness, a loss of honor, maybe. And I don't feel like it's your fault though, but you might feel a fool by the end of this. I can't believe I wasted my time. I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I trusted you. I gave you the benefit of the doubt. I had courage. I had faith in you. The Fool reversed is here though, which makes you feel foolish about this whole situation. The 7 of Pentacles, was it really worth it ever? Was this energy, was any of the time, energy, effort that I put into this really worth it? And is it really worth it moving forward? No, it's foolish now. You're going to feel foolish about something like that, and it's not your fault, I don't think, but excuse me, I need some water. With the Ace of Pentacles reversed and the 10 of Cups, we might still, have love and feeling there for the people around us, but there's no stability. There's nothing real there. There's no real foundation that can be built upon with the Ace of Pentacles reversed. It's like, I don't know what's happened this month, the pain that you've been through, the things that you've seen, the things that you now are understanding and seeing in a different light, the revelations you've had, who you're becoming, and what you're willing to take in terms of respect and just in general, whatever you're willing to take anymore, it's changed. You're not willing to take, it's like, I'm not going to take it anymore. Hell no. 5 of Rods and 5 of Pentacles is how we end it. There's a fight and a walking away. A separation of types. I need to step away from this. I need my space. I need to get my energy back. I can't do this right now. We're done with this. So there's fighting, but there's also this isolation kind of energy within this fight. There is a fight. There is something this month that, you know, we have to step away from that is falling apart. Yes, there is an ending, and there will be a type of separation in a relationship. It feels more like a relationship or a friendship or something like that. Or again, it could be that you're leaving a work situation because they haven't treated you right. And it's time to stop allowing people to treat you the way that you've been treated. Let's pull some oracle cards because we need to wrap this up. You guys are getting such a long read now, and it's getting intense. This could be like an extended read. I might just call it the extended read because you guys are, I don't know. The cards that came out for you this the rest of this month were a lot. So let's see what comes out for love here. Love and romance for you guys. Whoop, let's pop. Oh, I hate when I use these cards and like they just have messages like this. Guys, like, I really can we get a positive one out of it? Can we get anything else? That maybe not. Okay, fine. For those of you who don't want to get pregnant, watch out. You might be getting pregnant and it might cause kaboom within a relationship. I don't know. Separation is just a feeling I get. Separation. Time apart from your partners on the horizon. You need to take a step back because maybe they're, I don't know, there's a lot of pages that were behind a lot of these cards, so maybe they're very immature and they've been playing the emperor the whole time, but really it's like king baby or queen baby or person baby. I don't know. Ruler baby, emperor baby. You don't need an emperor baby. No, you're the real emperor here, so take your power back and say, hell no, you aren't going to tell me how to live my life. This is who I am now. Don't expect me to conform to you. And don't stick into something, because beneath that 4 of Pentacles that you really want to just be comfortable, stay at home, be a homebody, and all this stuff, there's that. There's something that you need to say, a fight that needs to be had, release that needs to happen. Children, your love life is being affected by children. That's why I brought up the pregnancy thing. But also, again, your inner child is calling, and it says for you to have more fun and to live the life of passion and love that you really deserve. Whenever I get the children card, it's bringing up your inner child and needing you to connect with your inner child, and also maybe recognize that the person that you're with here is very childish or very immature. Often I get that with this card as well, and that might be why you need to separate and from this situation, because this situation has made you feel a fool and question, was this really worth it at all? Were you ever worth it? Why didn't I see that? Why didn't I see the signs? Red flags keeps coming up too. I don't know. Let's get one. I don't know. I feel like this reading has been so long. Let's just leave it there, actually. Let's leave it there. Or if you guys really want an oracle, put it in the comments, and I'll put one over on Instagram for you guys. I'll do a special oracle spread or something. Just put it in the comments if you want it. Thank you guys so much for all of your support, my lovely Libras. Sorry that this month is looking a little bit messier, but you know, 2020 is not letting any of us go. So get ready. Here we go. Have a wonderful and blessed rest of January. I'll see you guys in the February readings. Check out your yearlies for 2020. Check out your monthlies for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Make sure to subscribe. If you want to book a reading, it's right below. And have a wonderful and blessed rest of January. Namaste.